guys, so I am 16 weeks pregnant today, and 16 weeks, again, it feels absolutely crazy. In one way, I feel like the pregnancy is going by really quickly because certainly when I was 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks pregnant, I thought I'd never get to this point. But then on the other hand, I feel like I've gotten into this time in pregnancy where it's kind of like in between. Like I feel like I have a lot of things that I'm looking forward to in the future, and I'm just sort of stuck right now, like for instance finding out the gender. It's something that I wasn't concerned about at all in my first trimester, but now that I'm 16 weeks, I find that I'm just like so excited to know what this baby is, whether it's a boy or a girl. I don't mind either way whatsoever. I have no preference, but I just want to know because I find that I don't know, I'm to a point where I want to start like bonding with the baby, or I feel like I already have, and yeah, to know the gender will be really cool. So this week, the baby is the size of an avocado, and I actually have one of those for once so I can show you. And that's pretty impressive. And of course, you know, the measurements they give, it's crown to rump, so that's not including the legs. Crazy. Other than that, the baby's also doing a lot of growing, and its bones are getting harder. And speaking of bones, I read that the inner ear bone is now formed, and that I guess, I'm surprised that it happened so early, but I guess it can start hearing things now, like possibly even my voice. So I guess I have to be a little bit more careful what I say. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it can hear my voice starting from now. About those bones getting stronger, something really excited happened this week, and I can't say it with 100% certainty, but I really think that I felt flutters a couple times. I really think that I felt movement. Like, it was not distinct, like it was not like a, oh, that's a kick. And so I can't say for sure, oh, I felt the baby kicking, but I really felt things, I'd say 3, maybe 4 times this week. I felt something that I couldn't explain any other way. The first time it happened is when I lie down in bed at night, and you know, I switched positions. I had been up and I lie down flat, and I felt like I don't know how to describe it. It was like a whoosh, like a I mean, it felt like something was moving in there, and it didn't feel like gas. It was very much concentrated in my uterus, and I pressed on my uterus, like in the spot where I felt it, and it felt sort of harder than the other side, and I pressed it, and then it went away. And so I really think that that was the baby moving. And then again, just the other night, I sat down on the couch, and same thing. It sort of felt like, the way I described it before was, you know, like a waterbed, when you push down on a waterbed and then it makes ripples like that. It felt like those ripples were happening inside my belly. So that was pretty cool to feel what I'm pretty sure are flutters, so the very first movements. Other than that, I have had a new symptom this week that's been a little bit odd, but I think I've resolved it, or I don't know, but the other night, like several nights ago, I told you guys that I've been sleeping on my left side now. Well, the other night I fell asleep on my right side, which is unusual because I do like consistently favor my left side. And I woke up at like 1, 2 in the morning, and my entire right leg, like the side I was sleeping on, was completely numb, like absolutely asleep. I tried to stand up and I couldn't like stand on my right leg. It was like completely numb. So I got it to come, you know, I massaged it, walked around a little bit, and I got the blood flow back. But I have noticed that I've been getting numb in my legs if I'm on my right side. And I follow another pregnancy vlog called T1DIABETES, I think, and she's, I think, 28 weeks pregnant now, and she's been dealing with this, and especially getting like varicose veins. And so that's what gave me the idea, maybe this is pregnancy related, you know, like when I sleep on my right side, something happens with blood flow and then my body goes numb. So that was interesting, and it's made me just more aware of consciously choosing my left side, and as long as I'm sleeping on my left side, that doesn't happen. But yeah, that's been an interesting symptom this week. Other than that, my energy is better this week. Last week, it was like first trimester again, and when I filmed my update last week, I almost didn't have the energy to do that. Like, I could barely bring myself even to film a video. I felt so dead. And then this week, I've felt so much better. I still think, I wouldn't say I'm at 100%, but I've definitely had energy to do things, and that's felt really nice to finally be getting my energy back. Also, my belly is definitely sticking out now. Like, I feel like, okay, here's how I would describe it. I feel like when I walk around in public, especially since I'm wearing maternity clothes now, I feel like I look pregnant. You know, if I were to see me walking, I'd probably think to myself, oh, I think she's pregnant. But not pregnant enough that I would actually say something like, oh, when are you due? You know, I'm like in that stage. It's like it's obvious I'm pregnant, but not quite obvious enough that people are saying things because they still don't want to accidentally say something and then have me go, what are you talking about? I'm not pregnant. Anyway, so that's the phase that I'm in with my belly. And I guess for symptoms, that's about it this week. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. It's just my second prenatal visit, and I'll let you guys know how that doctor's appointment goes in my next update. I'm really looking forward to hearing the heartbeat again. It's been a while, and I feel like every time you get to hear the heartbeat or see an ultrasound, it's just that reassurance that everything's still okay. And so I'm really looking forward to that appointment, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. Diabetes related stuff this week, I mean, it's been okay. My main message for anybody out there who has type 1 diabetes and wants to get pregnant, maybe you haven't experienced it yet and you're nervous because you don't know what to expect, my main message is that it's not going to be perfect 100% of the time, but you just try the best you can, and every day, you know, watch really closely what you're doing and then try to make it better the next day. And yeah, like this week has been fine. I've had a few ups, a few downs, but overall, again, I think that my A1C is fine, and I think that what I'm doing is good. But yeah, the message is, I guess, not to freak out about it too much. Just do the best you can and have a good team of doctors, and hopefully you should be able to have a completely normal pregnancy. I mean, why not? One of the things I've started doing this week, I actually started last week, but I've become more, I was exhausted last week, so I've started more this week, is I joined a gym, and I've been going to the gym, not quite every day this week, but as many days, I mean, maybe 4 days a week or something like that. And I found that the days that I go, especially if I do cardio, like if I do like 40 minutes on a treadmill or something like that, just fast walking, even I don't even have to run, but just fast walking, and my blood sugars are like low for the rest of the day. So about blood sugar control, if you want to have an extra thing to help you keep your blood sugars lower, definitely exercise. There's a really awesome YouTuber called Diabetes Diva. You should check out her videos. She's a type 1 and she has a baby, and she talked about the importance of exercise, especially after the 20-week mark where her insulin tolerance like became crazy. She talks about how exercise was so important in keeping her blood sugars normal. So I really took that to heart, and I'm trying to get into an exercise routine as early as possible so that that's something I can continue throughout my pregnancy, and hopefully that'll be an added tool to keep my blood sugars normal. And so far so good. Like, it's really amazing how the days that I go to the gym, my blood sugars are just like so much lower, like for hours afterwards. It's so effective. So definitely give exercise a try if you're wanting just a little extra something to help get rid of those high blood sugars. So other than that, I don't really have any other updates. Yeah, next week it's going to be 17 weeks already, and that's really crazy. About the finding out the gender, I don't have that appointment scheduled yet, but we're going to find out the gender once we have our anatomy scan, and that usually happens around the 20-week mark. So I don't know exactly when, but you can expect sometime around the 20-week mark. I'll have a gender reveal video for you guys. And before I do that, another video I have planned is old wives' tales. I did about 26 old wives' tales, I think, and I just need to film that and show you guys the results I got from the old wives' tales. That was fun. I mean, those, it's not like it's scientifically, accurate or anything like that, but it was a lot of fun. So I'll film that video before I find out the gender. So that'll be coming up maybe before next week's update even. So I'm going to go ahead and end with a belly shot. Alright, so you can see what I mean. I think that the way my belly is, it looks pregnant. Like, I don't just look fat anymore. It looks like, because it's all here. It's all like centered right here. So I definitely feel like I look pregnant. Alright guys, so that is my update for this week. If you have any questions, as always, just leave them in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. It's been really great to meet people through YouTube, and to any of you who are also pregnant, I hope everything's going well for you guys. I know one of my viewers is finding out the gender soon. I'm really excited to know what she finds out. So I'm right there with you. I'm sharing the excitement with you. So yeah, hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you next week with my 17-week update. Bye!